It's the young, incredible one. It's the unforgettable. You would joke like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80! Check 50, check 50.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27th, Garoppolo. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Ginn. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Shit.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. On 2nd down, Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Check. 41-yard line. Check out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up. And
he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Looks good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
In your face. Hatch it. 65.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Look at this, a tight end carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. 11.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, too, than he did field goals, one in the 2018 season.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make it?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill, turn up. Check.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it tonight.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and goal, Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go. Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Hey, Charlie.
After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here we go.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check curls, check curls. Check three, check three, check three.
Easy, opposite.
Here's Breeze to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Pettis. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 8. Give him 32 on the play. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they did.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Watch that in.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Now Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Here we go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Ready?
At the 22-yard line.
Opposite.
A give to Kamara running right.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A 10th carry for Kamara. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Check safety, check safety.
They run with Murray. Murray, strong running. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get easy. Over.
SOS.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task, right?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears. 1, Omaha.
This is Coleman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Mike 51.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He finds Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 7.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Forced out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Hey, box truck.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's coming. Double A. Kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Check 26. Hey, easy. Stay under. Pick the edge.
On the ground, Kamara. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Breeze to throw. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 59, Mike to 59. What we got? Sammy!
Now Kamara. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Boy, this tackles, that could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a significant.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win.